Hello, this is MrChabry. We have just finished up with pretty much everything on Route 7 at the moment. And we're headed towards Twist Mountain. Before we get to Twist Mountain, though, our rival Sharon is going to pop up, and he's going to challenge us to a battle. Our team is looking really good, really strong now. And like I said, this is going to be the final team. Of course, there's going to be some evolutions in between. But really, this is the team that I'm going to take all the way to the end of the game. So we're going to go ahead and face down Sharon's team. He's going to lead off with his Unfezant, which is mainly to be annoying. He knows the moves Roost, Detect, Air Slash, Taunt. It's meant to, slow down any capabilities you have in doing a lot of damage. I'll slow that down. Just kind of stall you out a little bit. Just really annoying. And not much of a threat, though. It's only an offensive move. Is Air Slash, of course. If it crits, that's a different story. I do want to go ahead and heal up, just because that crit really threw a wrench in my plan. And Detect there, and I'm just going to click Aqua Jet, because I know Unfezant's faster than Watermelon. So it's better off just to go ahead and smack this thing before it has a chance to do anything. And it gets 2 detects in a row, which is insane. Doesn't make me feel good about some of these crits and, percentage-based chances. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level up to 34, which is nice. Alright, Durian wants to learn Zen Headbutt, which is actually not good for it, just because it is a special attacker, not a physical attacker. Next up is going to be Duat, and I'm actually going to stay in right now versus Duat. Knows the move Fury Cutter, Revenge, Aqua Jet, and Water Pulse. We're going to go ahead and throw... Let's throw a Crunch at it. Maybe we can lower its defenses with that. It's going to do a lot of damage with Revenge, I do believe. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and heal up, because I think if we're not dealing with, the boost on that damage, I think we should be fine in taking Revenges. Alright, a Water Pulse, which is quite annoying. Did so much damage. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're going to go ahead and Crunch. It's not going to matter, because the Water Pulse will take us out. But I think we'll go ahead and go into Pineapple here. And the main thing I want to do is paralyze this thing. It's got leftovers, so it's going to be a little bit tougher than usual to finish it off. But if I can slow it down, that's going to put some advantage back in our favor. He's going to use Revenge, which shouldn't do that much. It doesn't have that boost. Alright, but now we can go ahead and use our own Spark. And that should actually do quite a bit of damage to this thing. It's going to actually hit us with a Water Pulse. Hopefully we can live that. Doesn't look like we do, though, unfortunately. But here's the fun little thing. We do have Grass Knot on our Jalapeno. Usually this would not be a matchup that I would be too excited to see, but since we have paralyzed this thing, Jalapeno is going to have a better shot at getting some damage. And even with a super effective move, Grass Knot did so little. And that was unfortunate. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into Parsnip for some Air Slashes, I believe. I believe that's really our best bet here. There we go. We get rid of Duat. Just annoying how much it took just to take this thing down. Now, once Pineapple gets a little bit higher in level and evolves, it's going to actually do better work for us. I'm going to go into Potato for Liepard because I do want to keep Parsnip relatively healthy for Charon's last Pokemon. But for this Liepard, I do want to let Potato take it out. Now this thing knows Assurance, Torment, Fake Out, and Hone Claws. We can click Bulldoze here. We're not going to get that first turn just because of the Fake Out. But we can slow this thing down, and I think that would actually be very useful for us. Alright, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and use a Hyper Potion. It's unfortunate. This is doing so much damage to us, this battle here. That had to have been a crit right there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Dig. I do believe Dig is probably my highest damage outputting move. We're going to see a Berry on this thing, which is actually kind of annoying. But another Assurance will take us down, unfortunately. But we can go ahead and go back into Parsnip. And let's go ahead and Bubble Beam. Alright, if I can take this thing out, go ahead and Air Slash to knock it out. That should do the job. Yes. So now that means, even though it's went for Torment to prevent me from using moves twice in a row, I can go ahead and use my Bubble Beam again on the Simisear. Simisear knows Lick, Flame Burst, Leer, and Fury Swipes. We have quite a few things that we can do to handle this thing. That actually did way more damage than what I'd hoped. But we can heal up here. Use up some of these potions. Charon has been a little bit more difficult than he had before. Alright, and we should... I don't know. Yeah, we should be able to take one more. Oh, wait, that's right. I'll go ahead and click Roost here just to heal back up. Yeah. And then Bubble Beam should do the job. Yep. So Bubble Beam will be enough to finish off this this thing trying to roast my duck. There we go, and Simisear will go down. Arian's at level 33. So we have defeated Charon. A lot tougher. Honestly, a lot tougher. Alright, so now we're going to see from above. This guy just jumps. If you remember, this is Alder. We met him right before we got to Driftvale City. Now he's here just jumping off of cliffs. And he's going to give us an item. A very important item, honestly. And that's going to be the HM for Surf. So now there's areas that we can go to that we weren't able to go to before. But I do like the idea of finishing up Twist Mountain before we go backtracking. Because there's a lot of areas that we can backtrack to. Before I do that, though, I do think I want to go ahead and fly back to Mistraliton City so we can heal up. But yeah, there's a lot of things we can actually do now that we weren't able to do now that we can surf. And honestly, this Surf HM, I'm going to teach it to Parsnip. And I'm not teaching it to Watermelon, because Watermelon's going to be my physical attacking water type. Parsnip is going to be using that special attacking stat of its. That's pretty much my main plan for this, so that way I have a Surf user and, later on, a Waterfall user. So we'll go ahead and use the Surf HM. Teach that to Parsnip. And we'll go ahead and get rid of Bubble Beam. I mean, Bubble Beam has done its job. Surf is by and far a better move for us to choose from. But yeah, there it is. I think we'll keep Watermelon up front. And now it's actually summer. So we stepped in during spring and we step out, and now it is summertime. You got kind of a sense of the changing of seasons, how long it's been in between episode recordings. I believe we started out, it was winter. And each month it'll change seasons. So we started in winter, now it is summer. We went through spring. And we just have fall. And then we've got a sense of all of the seasons. Alright, so let's go ahead and... who shall we lead off with? I do think... I want to let Parsnip get a little bit of experience from... I believe this battle right here. I think Parsnip should be fine. And we're going to use our new Surf HM move to do some good damage. Alright, so he's going to lead off with a Boldore. His other Pokemon is Girder. I can hit this thing with Surf, hit Girder with Air Slash. The thing to keep in mind is that this thing might have some strong rock type moves. But we should be able to take one. And we can heal up afterwards. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Let's go ahead and let Potato get this then. Potato is falling behind. It's unfortunate that that's how that happened, but you know, we'll go ahead and let Potato get some experience from this, and then from the Girder. Alright, we'll slow down the Girder, which we didn't really need to slow it down. I'm going to hit us with a move that we resist, but honestly it does seem that that it's doing more damage to us. We're going to go underground, hit this thing. Dig does have a higher damage output than Bulldoze, I do believe. But I do need a switch. It's not working for me. That is not working at all, so we'll go ahead and switch out. And Chip Away, that is a normal type move. So it's not that much of an issue for me. But I will go ahead and Aqua Jet. Try to get as much damage on this thing as I can. I'm gonna bulk up, which is annoying. I do think I do need to go in Durian here. Because it's very bulky on that physical side. Maybe not so much on the special side, though. And we resist Wake Up Slap, so we should be good here. Alright, there we go. Durian getting some nice experience there. So is Potato. There we go. Good. The unfortunate thing is that one of our Pokemon got knocked out. I should have a revive, should I not? Yeah, I do. I'll just go ahead and use that so I don't have to go all the way back. Because these caves, if you go all the way back after each Pokemon battle, it's going to take a lot longer. I do want to go ahead and use a Repel. I think that would be quite a good idea. We got max repels up at the top. Alright, and I do believe that is ready. Alright, so now that we're in Twist Mountain, we see a familiar face in here, and that's going to be Clay. Like, what a surprise seeing you here. I was expecting Twist Mountain. You seem more rugged than the last time I saw you. And a little bit anyway. That so? Yeah? You folks seen Team Plasma around? After all that trouble, gym leaders came up and had a chat. We have no clue where they are. They're hiding under a rock. So, yeah, after seeing them pretty much after every gym battle, around any... Yeah, we saw them almost after every single gym battle. Now we're not seeing them. And I guess that means that they're in hiding, is what Clay believes. So... Yeah, so now what does that mean about Team Plasma? Are they really in hiding? Are they biding their time? Who knows? We're going to go ahead and step out here. This is like the interior of the cave system. There's some things that you can do, like you can talk to this guy. Wintertime, if you come to this area during winter, it completely changes the layout. This whole entire area is covered in snow, and you can just skip many areas. But we're not playing in winter, we are playing in the summer. And that means that we will not be able to skip the areas that, you know, we can go through. Now, think about it, those bulldozers are at the bottom of this chasm. But when it snows, it's completely filled. So, yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and battle this person. I do think, for this battle, I want to actually lead off with our pineapple. I don't like the idea of using parsnip for Boldor, since you can see how much damage that did. I do think that watermelon will be our go-to against Boldors. Or even Jalapeno, since Jalapeno does have a multi-hit fighting type move. But the first Pokemon this guy's going to send out is Woobat, and Pineapple should be fine against this thing. I really would be surprised if Pineapple can't one-shot this. It's going to go for an Amnesia. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that Woobat out. Pineapple getting some much-needed experience. And Boldor comes out. Let's go ahead and go into Jalapeno. I do like that idea a lot. I really do like that idea. Alright, and we'll do the arm thrust. You can see this should, in theory, do the job. I guess we'll find out. Only 3 times. Okay, never mind then. The good thing is we're not actually weak to Rock Slide, but we can go for a Grass Knot. I do think Grass Knot should do the job. Yeah, because Boldor has terrible special defense, and it is a quite heavy Pokemon. Alright, next up is Girder. Let's go ahead. I really liked using Dorian against that Girder last time. I do like that idea, so we will go ahead and do that. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and Psybeam. Chip Away is a normal type move. It actually might hurt quite a bit, just because our defense is not the best. We do get a nice smack on that thing. Oh, yeah, look at all that experience Dorian is getting. I do want to actually take the experience share off of Durian. Go ahead and give the item to Potato. 'Cause Potato's actually kind of falling behind. I don't want that to happen, really. Let's go ahead and put Watermelon up front, though. Get some experience on a Watermelon. We can actually go up here. I can avoid that cloud of dust. I don't really have to do much there. And up here, right now, this is a dead end. During the snow, this is just another entrance, because this whole center is covered in snow. Alright, and she's got a Vanillish. Vanillish is a pretty cool Pokemon. It's interesting, really. It's got an interesting design, but being pure ice, that gives it so many weaknesses. Avalanche, we resist that. We quad resist that. But we do get hit with a crit. That is quite annoying. Gonna go for a mirror shot. Is it? Oh, it's faster than us is what it is. And we're going to be brought down to 1 HP. Luckily, we do get the nice hit on this thing. That takes it out. Potatoes at level 31. Finally getting some levels. Gothorita, let's go ahead and switch. Go ahead and let Pineapple take care of this one. I think that's what we'll do. And I'm gonna frisk, know that I have a magnet. So now you know that I am about to smack down your Gothorita. And we get a paralysis, which is nice. Hopefully that works for us. We're gonna have a flatter, which is annoying. Our special attack rose. Let's try that out. Let's try out our special attack then. If you were helping us out. Oh, we're gonna hit ourselves in confusion. That's never fun. I do want to switch. I don't like how this battle is actually going right now. It is not going in our favor. It really is not. We'll go ahead and go into Parsnip. Heal block. That's okay. Go ahead and click Fly. That way we can avoid whatever attack. And then, you know, of course... Oh, you're going to be paralyzed. We're going to avoid the future sight. We're going to miss the fly. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Let's try that again. Yeah, Gothorita really not being able to do much lately. I'm actually surprised this is happening like it is now. We're getting lucky in this battle, whereas before we were having such poor luck. Yeah, here we go. This should be the last hit on this thing. Gothorita goes down. So this Ace Trainer's last Pokemon is Duosion. Duosion is the other version of the Psychic type. Depending on your version, you either have Duosion or you're going to have Gothorita. And I believe Pokemon Black is the one with Gothorita. Pokemon White has Duosion. That's going to actually hurt quite a bit, isn't it? Go ahead and click Fly to get out of there. It's going to go for a Future Sight. And unfortunately, we're going to go down to that. We will have to heal up, unfortunately. Because I don't really like having to go back and heal. I think I'll go Watermelon and go ahead and Aqua Jet. I think that will be the idea here. Aqua Jet, and we should finish this thing off before we have to even worry about Future Sight. There we go. Alright, so with that, I do think we do need to heal up. It's unfortunate that we took so much. But first, Potato finally realizing what it could become. No more just pure ground type. Now, it can actually do more work for us. Look at this. We have an Excadrill. And this is a Pokemon I've been wanting to use for a long time. Now, with our team slowly getting to fully evolved status, we're going to be able to do a lot more. But I do need to heal up, so I will be back, guys, and I'll actually be back down in this section here. Alright. We are actually healed up with the power of video editing. We are here now. And I do believe this girl is going to have a sock. So let's go ahead and actually put Parsnip up front. Just just so Parsnip, you know, gets a little bit of experience, and we don't want to, you know, yeah, we want to be able to take out this Sock. Sock is kind of an annoying Pokemon. Oh, it's going to be Throw. It depends on your version, obviously. So Sock would be in Pokemon White, Throw, Pokemon Black, I believe. We're going to go ahead and Air Slash, see how much that does. See if we can maybe get a flinch. Body Slam is going to actually hurt quite a bit, I believe. Oh my gosh, and a crit. We have been so unlucky when it comes to these crits. We really have. The good thing is I bought a bunch of revives, a bunch of healing items. That's going to cut back how often we need to go back. But it's actually annoying that we got hit with a crit right there. That is actually annoying. And I'm not going to be able to one-shot that, which is annoying as well. I'm going to go into Watermelon. And then maybe Aqua Jet? I don't know. There's another Body Slam and another crit. Are you kidding me, game? Are you really wanting me to lose these battles? That's what it would seem like. Really what it, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That did so little. We're getting smashed around by a simple throw. I'm going to go into Jalapeno here. And we're going to Heat Crash. Alright, and that will knock this thing out finally. Potato's now at level 32. Soon Potato will be able to hold his own. Hold her own, but right now, not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and heal up these Pokemon that got hit with crits. Yeah, we have two that got knocked out by that. Crits were a little crazy if you ask me. We do have some vitamins too. I forgot about that. Iron. I believe Watermelon would benefit from the iron. Zinc, special defense. I believe Durian would benefit from that. That's all my potion. Oh, my HP up. I'm going to go ahead and give that to Watermelon as well. There we go. So now we can continue on into the cave. Head out here. So down here, this guy's going to have a Boldore and an Excadrill. You know what? I believe it's time for our Excadrill to do some work. I believe it's time to see what can be brought to the table. Alright, let's go ahead and click, go ahead and click dig. Get underground. See the Rock Slide. Rock Slide's going to do nothing to Potato, so I'm not worried about that at all. Smackdown's going to do very little as well. And that was even a crit. Potato's actually going to be very good now. Took a little bit of training, but Potato has actually found his own. Next up is my opponent's Excadrill. For that, let's go ahead and get Parsnip out here. And go for a nice, well-placed Surf. Oh my gosh, went for a Horn Drill, trying to go for the throat. I'm just going to do this again. No, are you kidding me, game? Did that really just happen? Did that really just happen? I cannot believe that just happened. Okay, well. We'll go into jalapeno. I can't believe that we got hit with a horn drill. That's what, 30% chance of happening? I will use a revive right now on Parsnip, and then just finish off this thing with, I don't know, something. Go for an arm thrust. Yeah, that's what you get for horn drilling my duck. Yeah, Parsnip now is the Pokemon I'm really wanting to get caught up. Let's go up north. Let's actually heal up a little bit. Yeah, because Parsnip does need to be healed up. And I'm going through so many Moo Moo Milks, it's not funny. But I need to do something. That way I can get stuff going for us. Alright, so now there's a worker in here. And he's actually hiding right there. He's gonna hide in the dirt. Alright, Swoobat. We faced some Swoobats before. I honestly don't think Swoobat is that much of a threat to us. So we'll just go ahead and Rock Slide. We do have a super effective move that we can hit this thing pretty hard with. And that will one-shot that Swoobat. Nice. Alright. So Potato's at level 33. Potato's really catching back up with the rest of the team. So let's go ahead and grab this item that's hiding out back here. Got a Moonstone. Don't really have anything that needs a Moonstone, but if you want that, that's there. I do believe that there is this. A Stardust in this pile of dirt, I guess? I don't know what this is. Now we'll head down the ladder. Let's go back and use another repel. There we go. And let's step down towards the next room. Alright, so let's see here. I do think, yeah, I think Potatoes should be fine. Alright, and there is a trainer here that we can battle. Alright. And this guy's going to have a Boldore. We've already seen how well Potato does against Boldores. I'm not worried about that at all. In fact, we're going to go Metal Claw instead, because I think Metal Claw should also do pretty well. Look at that. Just cut right through. And even with that defense boost, I think... never mind. It's not quite enough. It's pretty close, though. Pretty close. Alright, we'll take out that Boldore. Not a threat, really. Alright, and another Boldore. This guy's going to have three, count them, 3 Boldores. Just Metal Claw. If I had something like Swords Dance, it honestly wouldn't matter just because these things are often running Sturdy as their ability. And that's not going to help us very well. We're going to miss, and that's annoying that that happened, but, you know, we're not really that in that much danger with these Boldores. Potato is at level 34, catching up pretty quick, if I do have to say so myself. Alright. I'm gonna get hit with a power gem, but that's okay, because we have Metal Claw. But yeah, so far, honestly, it's surprising. We only have one fully evolved Pokemon so far. And I think I do want to go ahead and move the experience share and give that to... let's give that to Pineapple. Actually, I do think Parsnip is really close to evolving, and it's also my lowest level Pokemon. So if we can get that thing caught up, if by the end of this, there's a Stardust over here, by the end of this, all of our Pokemon is at least at level 35, we're going to be in a good position. Alright, I do believe this, let's see, which way... There's actually an item up here we want to go ahead and grab, and that's going to be a max potion. That's going to help us out a lot. But we can go ahead and head this way. And there's another item up here. A lot of these areas you wouldn't have access to in the snow because of how it cuts off much of the lower paths. So once we step into here, the path actually diverges, but they actually do lead to the same location. You just have a barrier on this side, which is not on the other side. But go ahead and grab that nugget. And there's going to be a trainer that is waiting for us here. There's an item there too, just to entice you to step over. Alright, so we see how this is going to go. I will go ahead and use Dig. Go under the ground. Of course, if he had Earthquake, that would be a problem, but I don't think he will. And he's going to go for Rock Slide anyway. Not much of an issue. Oh, we just one-shot anyway, so our Dig just doing as much damage as needed. Parsnip catching up pretty quick now. We're going to go ahead and grab the PowerPoint up. And the good thing is about Twist Mountain is that now we've reached our way to this doctor. We've been using a lot of healing items since we've been in here. Once we defeat this doctor, we can come back and get healed up. So always battle these doctor characters because they're going to heal up your Pokemon whenever you need. Let's go ahead and Metal Claw. I do believe Duosion's physical defense is not good as its special defense. So if we can hit it on that side, that's going to be good. Alright, so he's going to lead off with Duosion. His next Pokemon is going to be Musharna. Musharna's got a little bit more of bulk to it. So we'll go ahead and fight that thing too. Let's go ahead and try Metal Claw, see if that does what's needed. And we got hit with the Future Sight, but we resist Psychic. Let's go ahead and Dig. Get underground, see if that does a little more damage. Oh yeah. I do like that damage output right there. And you know, I'm not worried about healing because I'm going to be able to heal right after this battle. So unless you are nearing, you know, losing all of your Pokemon, don't really worry about the items. Just go ahead and knock it out, and you can heal up now anytime you want if you come back to this guy. Alright. We're going to get healed right up. There we go. So now you'll come up here, and there's actually two paths you can take. I believe this path right here actually leads to a dead end. This is actually the path you want to take right here. I'm going to go ahead and use a repel. Alright, so yeah, you can see over here, yeah, that would have been a dead end. So no reason to even go that direction. Run up here. And this path that we're taking, in the months of spring, summer, and autumn, we can go through here. In the winter time, this path will actually be blocked, and you'll have to take another path out. And I think that's actually kind of cool, because that gives you incentive to come back later on, once you do realize that it's winter. And you have whole other areas you can explore. And I cannot believe that we have missed twice in a row. Now, just put in perspective, we got hit with a horn drill earlier. We're going to smack down that Woobat. Alright, next up is Boldor. We have faced so many Boldors with Potato. It's not an issue. Not an issue at all. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just dig here. And finish off the Boldor. That's good, that's good. The next person that we will fight is a black belt, so we will change out our Pokemon because Potato here does not want to face fighting types, really. Rain Dance isn't really my cup of tea. And I do think I want to switch out Potato with... Let's go ahead and get Durian up there. This is going to be a fighting type trainer next. Let's go ahead and go down. And if you look here... Actually, if you go over here first, I'm going to grab this Ultra Ball. And some of these look like they should have items, but they don't always have items. This guy's going to use fighting type Pokemon, either Sock or Throw. Before this thing said Sock and it was a Throw, so I'm going to assume that it's one or the other. So this is going to be Sock. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and smack this thing with a Psybeam. Brick Break, we resist that, so I'm not worried one bit. Actually, that's a surprisingly huge amount of damage. I'm surprised at that. But another one should do the job. We'll be able to take whatever this thing throws at us. Alright, so we get that Durian, get some good experience. Alright. Now we continue down here. There's a hidden trainer right here. He's going to have a girder and a Boldor. Alright. Girder. We've faced so many girders. So I'm excited to knock this thing out. Gonna hit us with a wake-up slap. Oh my gosh. We have been so unlucky in this Twist Mountain. The twists and turns are real. Alright, we're gonna switch for Boldor. I do have a perfect matchup for Boldors, and that's gonna be Potato. Potato is not afraid of Boldor at all. And just bulldoze. Honestly, I don't even need to go for dig. That bulldoze almost did enough just in its own. And Rock Slide has not much threat to us. It is not a threat at all. There we go. Parsnip getting some levels, getting some experience. I'm hoping that eventually... I do think there's some items in here. There's a protein. Proteins are good. And I do think I want to go ahead and give that protein. Let's go ahead and give that to... Yeah, we'll go ahead and give that to Potato. But now, once we step outside, you might realize we are at the very, very bottom. And I do want to go ahead and heal up Durian, too, while I'm thinking about it. We are at the very, very bottom. Just use one Moo Moo Milk would do the job. We are at the very bottom of this area. There is a house here. Don't really think you have to do anything with that. But we can go down here. There is a path right here. But I honestly don't... Yeah, so that... We'll do that for next. You see that's a dead end there. We can go up here, which leads us to another dead end. And we can actually go in here first. So this very, very bottom section is actually closed off during the winter time. But right now, it is not. And we can actually explore this area here. So this is, if you have Eevee, if you were to have an Eevee, you can bring it here, train it around this area, and once you evolve it, it would evolve into a Glaceon. So that's how you're going to get Glaceon if you're really wanting one of those. So I do believe that's actually all that we can actually do at this moment, because for us to do anything else, that would actually require us playing this during the winter. But if we step up here, we can come over here. There's not really anything there, is there? And there is a path up here, and I do believe this is the path that if you're playing during the winter, yeah, so if you're playing during the winter, this is what you would come in through. But for right now, during the summer, this is a dead end. But you can finally see that we have reached the end of Twist Mountain. I'm actually going to save it here. We're going to actually exit Twist Mountain in the next episode, and then we're going to do some stuff that we have yet to do. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next Pokemon video.